Take your shoes off.
I am. It's holy ground.
It looks like...
Oh, I did good.
Hey y'all, it's Bo Brotherton with Better Together Life and the Shed 2 House Facebook group. Guys, my buddy Andrew Couch is still here. Well, you're sweeping. This is really, he's a lot more skilled than sweeping right now. This video is brought to you by SmartCore Pro, which you can only get at Lowe's. It is exclusively at Lowe's. This is the flooring, y'all. Like, this is so exciting. We're gonna be laying the floor for our shed to studio today. I did all the flooring in our main shed to house, but the fact that we have Andrew here, we're like, hey, let's just make sure that we're gonna do this right and do it fast, because we want to be in here and making content for you guys. So Andrew's going to help us out. So what we did is we went ahead and we measured the building, the width of the building, because as you know, this is a 14 by 24 foot building. So we measured it, and I think, Andrew, it was 13 and a half wide, the interior, and these are, look at this. Isn't this so cool looking? It's just gorgeous. It's super thick, you guys. This is the Pro version, and it is way better than what we have in our main house. So, but this is a 7-inch wide board of the reveal of it, or what you see, the actual luxury vinyl plank flooring, what it looks like wood. And so what that means is we just have to give it a little bit of a pad on the starting end, and that way we will get an even 23 full boards.
We have actual 13 feet 5 inches in our width, so 13.5 times 12 to give us inches gives us 162, and then if we divide that by 7, which is the reveal of each board, we end up at 23.14. So what we did is we took off the 1 inch on each side that the shiplap is already sticking out, and that gives us exactly 23 boards. So we'll end up with a full piece on each side, because you don't want to get too skinny on the edges, or that little piece has a tendency to move around and come unconnected from the other side.
So if you didn't have it as easy as us, because I mean, it just works out to where we don't have to cut that first one. That's what you would do, is you would need to rip the first board
to make sure that you didn't end up with a tiny piece on the other side. Correct.
Okay.
As long as you have, you know, on a 7-inch board, if you have probably a 2.5 inch piece then that you're ending with, then you're okay. But anything smaller than that, you're gonna have to adjust your starting point to make sure that your finish edge ends up with a decent sized board.
And I would say, if you have to rip that first one, I've tried to do it once with a knife, and now a table saw. Yeah. For me, it was just so much easier once I got that.
Way easier with the table saw to rip the boards.
Yeah. Tell me about leveling a floor. Like, when would you need to level a subfloor or anything like that?
Yeah, so a lot of times the padding that you would put down, so if we were having to put down padding.
Like, is that the underlayment?
The underlayment.
That's what I did in our main house.
Right, so if we had to put that down, then that would make what we're doing, just being able to move stuff to 1/2 and do half, that would make that way more difficult. We'd have to clear everything. Okay. Put down all the underlayment, and then it kind of crinkles and gets all messed up as you walk on it. So that's part of what makes this stuff so awesome, is that the underlayment's glued to the bottom of the board. So you don't have to mess with all of that. Yeah.
Okay, so because of this, because we went with the SmartCore Pro, then you don't need the underlayment.
You don't have to do that. We get to just move half, slap it down. So that's part of what the underlayment does normally, is levels out small imperfections. So we're talking like 1/16 of an inch differences. But if you have anything over a 1/16 of an inch, then you have to deal with trying to level that out. So depending on what your subfloor is, being wood, or if you're dealing with a foundation, you have different ways that you have to level.
So like a concrete foundation, sometimes even that has imperfections.
Yeah, a lot of times the concrete foundation, because depending on how old the house is, back in the day, they just put carpet down. And so they didn't need, you have such a thick pad on carpet. The foundation underneath most of the time looks like doo-doo. You know, it'll have all kinds of imperfections.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is pretty, so even a shed to house subfloor is actually sometimes flatter than a concrete foundation.
Absolutely.
That's great.
And so if you don't, then what happens a lot of times is you have to come in with some kind of flooring that you're going to put on top of it. So you can get away with plywood. You can also do hardy backer if you wanted to.
Wow.
If you needed to level it out. So, but it's just way more work if you're not starting with a flat foundation. So
Okay. Well, so we're not doing that in this one. Just know that you want it to be able to make sure that your foundation is flat. Here, we don't have to worry about that. Awesome. Let's get it started.
9/16. So that's almost exactly the thickness of.
Okay. 9/16.
Grab me that putty marker. That's just what it does.
So right now we're trying to figure out the end joints are not clicking quite as smooth as we would want. So we're just trying to figure it out. All right, so a little narration here. After we struggled just for a little bit, we were finally able to experiment and figure out how to get these boards to go together. Now the SmartCore Pro, and I do lean on the Pro part of it, it is a little bit different than the other flooring that I've done. And we were able to talk to the manufacturer, and this really is an industrial strength flooring.
All right, thin set is where?
I'll get it just as...
Oh, it's here. I thought I was gonna see it over there. Ah, look at us.
Hi, yes, I
Little
know.
vloggers.
Yes.
Whoa, baby.
You gotta come
Look
in.
at that. I don't even want to. It's like
You have to see it with the
baby.
white.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Kelly's being on
Love
her
it against the
Instagram
wall.
stories.
Oh, I
Yes.
love it.
Yeah, with the white.
Take your shoes off.
I am. It's holy ground.
It looks like
Oh, I did good.
you did.
Good
This
job,
is a
Kel.
good color
It
mix.
was
Good.
a perfect.
I
color.
did good.
Yes,
It's
you
a
did.
better match.
I feel like we should learn to embrace
Your wins.
what I say.
Always.
Like, this was good. And this is amazing.
Yeah.
And that with this is awesome. Look at that. That's a daggone floor. That's amazing, you guys. It's beautiful.
I think it's good.
Is it easy to install?
It took us a
No.
while to get the hang of it.
True.
It's different, but
is.
now.
What
so
do you think about not having that underlayment?
It's going good. It's
Yeah.
going great.
It really is remarkable. The grain of it is beautiful.
Oh,
Its texture is so different feeling than what we have
So
inside.
it has more of the ridges, so it's
Yeah.
not as seamless as our other one.
But you
which
know
is,
what it looks like? It looks like hardwood tile.
it
And I like that.
I
You know what I mean?
expected.
It looks like the tile, and I think it's gorgeous.
I expected these ridges, whatever you call these
Yeah.
seams in our other one.
Oh,
And then
really?
our other, I just didn't know. Our other
It-
one is completely smooth, no seams.
Yeah, it looks a lot more like planks. And now that we've had two versions, I think this is what I would put in any building.
Yeah, it goes
Oh, yeah.
really good with the white.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And you know what? Almost like completely unintentionally, but this floor with the planks is like mimicking that same feel. Remember how I said I want that feel of the cables on the front porch to
Yeah.
feel the same when we come in?
Mhm.
This feels like the floor and
Feels the
the
same.
ceiling, they're like mimicking each other.
Yeah.
That's like very probably a design thing that people know how to say. But I just like, I love
They
that
call it
feel.
feng shui.
I
It
know,
is.
we're
You
funny
did it.
in here, just
You
funny
did it.
around.
It once we got like three, I was like,
Wow.
holy cow, this is going to
beautiful, guys.
fit so well.
I am over the moon.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so here I have to share with you this tip that Andrew taught me. Whenever I was doing our main house flooring, I would just measure the end of the last board up to the wall. And I would just take that measurement, with a tape measure, and I would transpose that measurement to the next board. He taught me this. All you do is you just take the next board and you flip it around backwards to where the next end that's going to butt up against the previous board goes to the wall, and then you mark where that board is going to hit. And so you just flip it around backwards, then you make your pencil mark, and then you go ahead and cut your board, and then whenever you put it back the right way, it already is the perfect measurement. This little flooring hack saved me so much time. I'm very sorry. I didn't record this and I just missed it. But because I had to go in and out, but I just now had to do this little piece in this little cove right here. I used the table saw and I had to attach it all as one piece, and then Andrew helped me and we were able to slide this piece in here for the bathroom. It went well. It was easy. It was really easy with this tile. This tile's, now that we've gotten the hang of it, this tile is going in really, really fast. This stuff is tough. More snaps together versus clicks together. The other flooring that we did in our main shed to house really kind of like just easily clicked together. This SmartCore Pro, you really hear the snap and you know whenever it goes in. Now, one tactic that we had to do whenever we were installing this to be able to get these boards together is I was just used to just whacking it with the rubber mallet, just with the flat part of the mallet. But what we had to do is kind of tilt the rubber mallet just a little bit on the edge and kind of use that sharper edge corner of the rubber mallet, not the wooden handle, but we had to use like the edge of the rubber mallet. And then once we kind of got that technique, it went together really good. All that to say, this SmartCore Pro has gone together so strong, and it is just tough as nails. And once we got the hang of it, it started coming together very, very easy.
She's gonna run right past the stairs.
Oh my God! Did it.
We're done.
I don't think so.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, Mercy off.
So good.
Mercy?
I am gonna look at the graph. Oh, I did pick good.
Yes.
Andrew, this is awesome. We couldn't have done this.
Oh, no way.